Okay, grade 11s, remember that we left this G because we didn't do the negative angles. So now I hope you understand the negative angles, okay? So now we can now answer this one, okay? So I want us to answer that one here, okay? So I have cos of negative 335, okay? So first of all, we are going to say what? 360 minus 335. So we have 25. That means what? That means first of all, I will have cos of negative 335 degrees. Then I will have cos of 335 degrees. Why is it now positive? Because we remember negative angles only cause change to positive, okay? So now we'll have what? We'll have cos of 360 minus what? Minus 25. So how is cos in 360 minus? Which quadrant is that one? Fourth quadrant. Okay, so since it's fourth quadrant, then how did I determine this 360? I checked which quadrant does this belong to first. Okay, remember that one. Okay, so now that means 360 minus 25. Cos is what? It's positive in 360 minus, which is fourth quadrant, okay? So that means I will have what? I will have cos of 25, okay? So, since it's cos of 25, then I will check, okay, from here, what is cos of 25? Cos of 25, that is adjacent over hypotenuse, that is t over 1, which is equals to t. So now we are done with these questions. So make sure grade 11s you catch these, okay? These are very, very important, okay? Such problems are very important. Some of these problems come in like this when you are given, let's say, form minor, let's say 4 cos of theta minus 3 equals to 0. So eventually you must transpose this one to the other side, having 4 cos of theta is equals to 3, and then divide by 4, then cos of theta should be equals to 3 over 4. Then from here you draw your what? Your diagram like this one, okay? So after drawing the diagram like this one, you find the missing side. After I'm finding the missing side, then you'll be able to answer any of these equations, of the questions that you'll be given, okay? So before we go to proof of identities, grade 11, I want you to make sure that you remember your grade 11 work, okay? For example, if I have something like this, then again I have something like this, okay? Say here it is 45 and here it is 45, okay? This is 90 degrees, and then this 90 degrees. Here I have what? I have 60, here I have 30, okay? So we know that these are what? Are special angles, okay? So since are special angles, I know here it is 1 and I know here it is 1, okay? So now let's go to the hypotenuse. The hypotenuse will be what? This will be 2 and this will be root 2, okay? So this one will be 1 and this one will be root 3. Know these. That means if I have cos of 30, you must know that this is a special. We don't leave an answer like this, okay? We now go to special angles. Wait, where is it? Here is it. What is cos? Adjacent over hypotenuse. This is what? Root 3 over 2, okay? Again, here, let's say I have what? Tan of 45, okay? Tan of 45. What is tan of 45? Tan of 45. That is opposite over adjacent. So that means what? That means it is 1 over 1, which is equals to 1. Know these things, okay? But now let us prove the identities. Let's say for the first one, now we are proving the identities. Identities, okay? Prove the identities. Given 1 over cos of theta, okay, minus sine of theta over cos of theta. This should be equals to cos of theta. And then they give us, this is 5 marks. Okay, so how do I approach this one? First of all, choose the complicated side. Okay, choose the complicated side that you're going to work with. Okay, for example, I'm going to choose my left hand side. Okay, so that means I will say equals to, because this is my left hand side. Okay, so I'll have 1 over cos of theta minus sine of theta over cos of theta. Okay, the denominators are the same. That means I will have cos of theta 1 minus sine. Wait, is it sine? Oh, sorry. Here it should be sine squared of theta. Okay, so this is what I'm having. So since this is what I'm having, then what is this equals to? Remember my square identities. This is equals to what? To cos squared of theta all over cos of theta. Okay, why is this equals to this? Because of cos squared of theta is equals to 1 minus sine squared of theta. We did these ones, remember. Okay, so now that means what? That means it's cos theta times cos theta all over cos theta. This goes with this one, and I'm left with what? Cos of theta. Therefore, left hand side is equals to my what? My right hand side. Then I'm done. Okay, that was the first example. Okay, so let's check the second example. Okay, so now if I have the second example will say cos of alpha over 1 plus sine alpha plus 1 plus sine alpha all over cos of alpha is equals to 2 over cos alpha. Okay, so now let's approach this first. Choose the complicated side. The complicated side is the left hand side, so left hand side. Okay, this is equals to. Okay, so now what do I do? This multiply this and this multiply this and the denominators. That means first of all I start with the denominators. I have 1 plus sine alpha times what? Cos of alpha. Okay, then this multiply this, cos times cos, it's cos squared alpha. Okay, this multiply by this. That means what? That means I will have plus 1 plus sine alpha and 1 plus sine alpha. Okay, so now do your FOIL here. If you do your FOIL here, definitely you will get 1 plus 2 sine alpha plus sine squared alpha. Okay, this is what you must get. Okay, as your what? As your FOIL from this one. Okay, so this should be equals to cos squared alpha plus 1 plus 2 sine alpha plus sine squared alpha. This and this give us 1, remember? So we have 1 plus sine alpha into cos alpha. Okay, this and this gives us 1. So that means what? That means I have 1 plus 1 plus 2 sine of alpha all over 1 plus sine of alpha cos of alpha, remember? Okay, so this is 2. That means I will take out the common factor. What is the common factor? It is 2, open bracket, because this is 2. Okay, so I will have 1 plus sine of alpha, okay, all over 1 plus sine alpha cos alpha. This and this goes. That means I will have 2 over cos alpha. Therefore, my left hand side is equals to my right hand side.